it's Chris McDonald here. I'm going to show you a short flow that can really help with energizing. So one important thing to remember is maybe warming up before you do this. You could do some joint rotations, maybe some hip circles, maybe some cat-cow before you start this. Because we're actually going to be using a little bit of cat with this, but I'm going to show you in a minute. So this is one of my favorites as far as flows go. It is so simple, but for me it really is a full body movement too once you get going with this. So go ahead and get down on your mat, and we're going to start in tabletop. So if you haven't done tabletop yet, remember it is wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, stacking as best you can, lining up as best you can as well. I know it can be hard when you don't have mirrors of yourself. And go ahead and just drop your belly, looking up, tail up, and then exhale to cat, rounding the back, and then coming back to cow. And this time, when you come up, you're gonna round your back and come back to child's pose. So both big toes touching, you can widen your knees to the edges of the mat, bring your hands forward, and of course your glutes going towards your ankles, and head down, face down to child's pose. And then inhale and come back up. And this time we're gonna move back to downward dog. So inhale, exhale, put your toes under, lift up your knees, hips back to downward facing dog, and just allow your head to hang. And of course I have my shirt in my face. And then inhale, coming back down, exhale, good. Let's try that again with child's pose. So cow pose, dropping belly, head up, tail up, and then exhale to child's. Inhale, lengthening, and again, tuck toes under, hips back to down dog. And see if you can just flow at your own pace. Taking your time. If you mess up the breathing, it's okay. So you can either do cow to cat, back to child's pose, and just flow with that. Or if you prefer to alternate like we did, coming back to downward dog. And just do that a few more times. Whatever you choose to do is fine. You can always just rest in child's pose too if that feels better for you. I know if you're used doing down dog, it's a little more active. The sequence does take a little more energy. And then when you're ready, coming up and meet me in down dog. And we're gonna stay here for a moment. And just see if you can pedal out the feet. So shifting to the toes, lifting up on the heels, back and forth. And you may feel some sensation in your calves. I know I do, a little tightness, that's okay. Ooh, I can feel that. And let's just stay here for a moment, allowing your head to hang and making sure not to put too much weight in your wrists. If you feel pain, make sure you shift back so your weight is in your heels. You can always come down to your forearms if that's better for you, if you have some wrist issues. It's more of a dolphin pose. And when you're ready, bringing down your knees to the mat. And let's meet in child's pose to end this sequence. And just rest for a moment. Wow, got a little warm there. I don't know about you. Ooh, feel good. Got my heart going. And when you're ready, coming up, and come to easy pose, cross-legged, whatever you want to call it. Whew, and just check in with yourself. How do you feel? Do you notice some sensations in your body? So try this easy flow after you're warmed up, any day after work, maybe just to release some things. To me, it's a little bit more energizing, can be helpful to do in the morning. So I hope this was helpful, and remember to leave a comment. Let me know how you like the sequence. So let's inhale, arms up, exhale, palms to chest, and namaste.